Good afternoon, students. Today we will see the continuation of the lesson on the rule of the road written by A.G. Gardiner. So, in this lesson, we have seen that A.G. Gardiner was talking about the liberty or freedom of individual people. Okay, now let us see what happens in the lesson. I do not think so. You may being in a hurry and seeing your car pulled up by his insolence of office feel that your liberty has been outraged. How dare this fellow interfere with your free use of the public highway? Then, if you are a reasonable person, you will reflect that if he did not interfere with you, he would not interfere with no one, and the result would be that Piccadilly Circus would be a maelstrom that you would never cross at all. You have submitted to a curtailment of private liberty in order that you may enjoy a social order which makes your liberty a reality. So here A.G. Gardiner is giving an example of a traffic policeman. Okay, so he is saying that a traffic policeman is not a symbol of anger or tyranny, but he is of a freedom or liberty. Okay, so A.G. Gardiner is saying that if a man is in a hurry, that time if a policeman catches him, he would think that that policeman is spoiling his freedom. Okay, and he also have a question in his mind that this policeman is interfering in his freedom, and he is not able to use his public highway. He is not able to use the road according to his own way. So, if a man goes in a hurry, if he goes very fast in the road, it will cause danger to him as well as to other people. If in that case, if a policeman stops him, it doesn't mean that he is taking away the man's liberty or freedom from him. He is actually helping him to go in a good way. If a reasonable man means a person who is very reasonable ஒரு நேர்மையா இருக்கிற ஒரு நபர்னு வச்சுக்கோங்க. If that man is stopped by any policeman, he would know that the policeman is actually helping him to go slow because he knew that it will cause a danger to his life. Okay, and A.G. Gardiner is also saying that if policeman does not interfere with that person who goes very fast or in a hurry, then he would not interfere with anyone, because if the policeman does not stop him means then he cannot stop anybody on the road. So the other people cannot cross the road properly or safely. So therefore one's liberty or freedom has to be reduced in order to create a social order or to make freedom to everyone. Okay. Liberty is not a personal affair only, but a social contract. It is an accommodation of interest in matters which do not touch anybody else's liberty, of course. I may be as free as I like. If I choose to go down the road in a dressing gown, who shall say me nay? You have liberty to laugh at me, but I have liberty to be indifferent to you. And if I have a fancy for dyeing my hair or waxing my mustache, which have heaven forbidden, or wearing an overcoat and sandals, or going to bed late or getting up early, I shall follow my fancy and ask no man's permission. So here contract means உடன்படிக்கை. Okay, and indifferent means அலட்சியமா இருக்கிறது, acting differently. Okay, so here A.G. Gardiner is saying that freedom is not a personal affair. That means freedom is not only for a particular person, it is a social contract. It is for everybody. Okay, so it is an accommodation of interest. One can do whatever they want to do, but they have to follow the rules of the society. Okay, for example, if everybody in this world is as free as they like to be. Okay, for example, if someone choose to go down in a road by dressing a gown, nobody can stop him. Okay, and he also says that if others have freedom to laugh at him, he has the freedom to act differently to that person. So he says that he have a fancy for dyeing his hair and waxing his mustache. Mustache means misa. Okay, or wearing a overcoat and sandals, or going to bed late or getting up early. So he can do whatever he likes to do in his life, and nobody can give him permission because he has his own happiness and wishes. Okay, so he cannot ask anybody's permission to do all these things. So A.G. Gardiner is saying everyone in this world have a freedom to do whatever they like to do, but it should not hurt others also. So that was the main theme in this lesson. I shall not inquire of you whether I may eat mustard with my mutton, and you will not ask me whether you may follow this religion or that, whether you may prefer Ella Wheel Vicos to Wordsworth or champagne to Shandy. In all these and a thousand other details, you and I please ourselves and has no one's leave. So A.G. Gardiner told that everyone in this world have their own freedom and they are not supposed to ask any permission to anyone. They have the freedom to do whatever they like to do. So for example, he is saying that one may follow any religion whichever they like to follow. Okay, and there is no rule in the society that people has to follow this religion or that religion. So there is no such things in the society. And he also says that it is not necessary that people has to eat whatever other people like to eat. They have their own wish to eat with whatever they like to have for their food. Okay, and he also says that people have their own wish to read any book of their own interest. Okay, so there is not any rule that people has to read this person's book and that person's book. So they have their own interest to read whatever they like to read. So A.G. Gardiner is giving us a clear point that people have a own right to do whatever they like to do. Okay, we have a whole kingdom in which we rule alone, can do what we choose, be wise or ridiculous, harsh or easy, conventional or odd. But when we step out of that kingdom, our personal liberty of action becomes qualified by other people's liberty. So here A.G. Gardiner is saying that each individual have their own set of beliefs. Okay, so when they are in their place, they have a full authority or permission to do whatever they want to do. So they can choose to be intelligent or ridiculous, that means funny. They can also be harsh or easygoing. They can follow the traditional rules or the strange rules. So when they are out of that place, so their own personal liberty or freedom should also become qualified by other people's freedom. They should also give importance to other people's freedom. Okay, they should not see their own freedom alone. When they are in their place, they can follow their own rules. When they are out of the place, they have to respect each other's freedom and live along with that. Okay, so here I'll give you my own example. If you are in your home, you will do whatever you like to do. Think if you are going and living in a hostel or any boarding place, you have to follow that rules. Okay, so you cannot act like as if you are in your house. Okay, so you have to behave according to that place. Okay, when you are in your home, you can enjoy your life. When you come out of your home, you have to follow certain rules. So you have to respect others liberty as well. Okay, I might like to practice on the trombone from midnight till 3 in the morning. If I went up onto the top of the Everest to do it, I could please myself. But if I do it in my bedroom, my family will object. And if I do it out in the streets, the neighbors will remind me that my liberty to blow the trombone must not interfere with their liberty to sleep in quiet. So here trombone is one of the musical instruments. You can see that instrument in the image here. So this is trombone. Okay, so here A.G. Gardiner is giving us one more example. Okay, that is, if someone is like to play this trombone in the midnight till 3 in the morning, he have to practice. That means he can do it in his home or in the street, or he can also do it in the Everest, Mount Everest. Okay, so if he do in such places, if he do that in Mount Everest, he have to go on top of the Mount Everest and he have to do it, and that is not possible. Okay, and next, if he has to do in the bedroom, means his family members will object him. Okay, and if he want to do that in a street, means the neighbors will complain against him, and they will not allow him to play and practice in the middle of their sleep. It will disturb them, so their freedom is also getting disturbed. So it is not possible to disturb someone's freedom and to enjoy our own freedom. So we cannot disturb others freedom to enjoy our own freedom. We have to see both the side and we have to decide it. Okay, there are a lot of people in the world, and I have to accommodate my liberty to their liberties. We all are liable to forget this, and unfortunately, we are much more conscious of the imperfection of others in this respect than of our own. So here AG Gardiner is saying that we have so many people in our world. Okay, so each one have their different opinion about their life. They have their own wish and their own freedom to do whatever they like to do. Okay, so it is more important that how we fit in others freedom or how they fit in our freedoms. Okay, அவங்க வந்து நம்மளுடைய வாழ்க்கையில் எப்படி ஒத்து போகிறாங்க, நம்ம வந்து எப்படி அவங்களோட ஒத்து போகிறோன்றது தான் ஒரு இம்பார்ட்டண்டான ஒரு விஷயம். ஓகே, we also tend to forget many things like this, but unfortunately we are forgetting our own mistakes. Instead we are not forgetting, and we are very conscious about imperfection of other people. For example, if someone has any problem in their way of behaving, means we are just complaining, we are not hesitating to complain about him. Okay, but we are also doing the same mistake in our life, but we are not at all realizing that. So this is very important in our life. Okay, a reasonable consideration for the rights or feelings of others is the foundation of social conduct. It is in the small matters of conduct, in the observance of the rules of the road, that we pass judgment upon ourselves and declare that we are civilized or uncivilized. So here Gardiner, that is our author, is saying that we have to consider others' rights and their feelings. Okay, so when we started considering other people's rights and feelings, that is the foundation of social conduct. ஒரு சமூகம் வந்து ஒரு ஒற்றுமையாக இருக்கிறதுக்கான ஒரு ஃபவுண்டேஷன் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு அவங்க வந்து சொல்கிறாங்க. It is a small matters of conduct in the observance of the rules. For example, when we follow the rules of the roads, we can judge ourselves that whether we are civilized or uncivilized. Civilized means well mannered, polite and educated people. If we do not follow rules of the roads, it shows that we are not civilized. Okay, we are considered as uncivilized, uneducated and not well mannered person. The great moments of heroism and sacrifice are rare. So here Gardiner is saying that this kind of good things of heroism and sacrifices are very rare in our world. Okay, it is the little habit of commonplace intercourse that make up the great sum of life and sweeten or make bitter the journey. So here author is talking about our own habits when we are in the common place. Okay, so when we are in the common place like school, bus stand, market, etc., the way we behave shows that we are well mannered, polite and well educated people. If we behave in a wrong way, it shows that we are uncivilized, we are not a good people. Okay, this is the thing that mainly author is focusing on. So we have to behave properly and we have to use our own freedom in a good way. Okay, especially when we are with other people or in any common place, we have to behave properly, we have to use our own freedom in a proper way. Okay, and mainly we have to follow the rules of the society and live a happy life. Okay, so here your lesson gets over. You just study the question answer from this lesson and write the test and get your parents' signature. Thank you girls. In the next class we will see the poem. Okay.